All right, so a little bit from behind the scenes. We want to put you in the driver's seat now and ask you a few questions.
Aren't we always in the driver's
seat? Well, not right now. Right, we are. We're asking you questions. Okay. You've grilled us enough, so I will kick this off with something a little lighthearted. We'll ease you into it.
Okay.
If you could be any character from a movie, which character would you pick and why?
Oh. I would be Denzel Washington in any film because he's just badass and he just kills it every single time. He doesn't do anything wrong. Like he is,
Every character he plays is like on point.
Yeah.
I agree.
So I'd do Denzel Washington in any film.
Love it. You literally could make up a character right now and be like, oh, it's a South African film. Like, it's fine. And we just like, okay.
Weirdly, like the thing that keeps coming to my brain is Julia Roberts in Erin Brockovich.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I quite love the whole concept. Like she was a single parent. I'm not that I'm a single parent, but I love that, that determination, that perseverance she had, fighting for a cause, for the greater good, to help make a difference. She wasn't dressed the way everyone else was in that job. She really, I don't know, I just love the whole concept of not following, right? So any character that doesn't follow the norm for a role or a position and kind of goes a bit rogue speaks to me. So I also like to do what's right, like to be on the right side of history, not the wrong side of history.
I mean, that speaks volumes considering On Verve is a trailblazing company. So it speaks volumes.
Lines perfectly.
Lauren, should we go with you next?
I went a bit more work related.
Going in hard on this one.
I'm scared of Lauren.
I know.
Get your thinking cap.
I know she's going to come out with.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, oh.
So.
Hold on tight.
Each of you, what would you say that your biggest challenge has been since Bianca starting on Verve and Gabbie moving to on Verve?
You can go
first. Biggest challenge is letting go. And like I was really honest with Gabbie when stepping into her role was my hands are around everything. I know everything. I've met everybody. But for the progression and the growth of the company, that isn't going to be sustainable. And that I needed to grow. So still now I am uncomfortable at times when I have to take a step back.
Yeah.
And sometimes I still intervene and then I catch myself.
No, Bianca.
I've now learned to mute myself on calls so that it's a way of catching me before I go. So yes, I think for me personally is that letting go, trusting my incredible team. Not that I never didn't trust. It was just, I felt if I wasn't involved or on top of it, then I felt like I was losing control. And now I don't need control to be an effective leader, to make a difference, and to be a trailblazer. I'm moving into a different stage of my career now.
So mine actually probably ties in quite perfectly. I think for me, it's managing people again. And similar, the control piece, I think it's so much easier when you're doing the work yourself. You've got only yourself to blame. When it's a success, it's you, great, but it's you, it's only you. But I think for me, it's kind of moving back into the space of managing a team, putting the trust in the team trusting me, knowing that this is Bianca's baby and it was all her, she built it from here and now she's trusting me to kind of take the baton and move it along into the next space while she focuses on other things as well. So I think for me, it's definitely the people element of it. It's I care. So it means more to me when I'm potentially not being the best manager or you guys don't get the best of me. And it's really just feeding back into that people element of being myself, you guys having me as a manager and trusting in kind of my vision as well. So yeah, it kind of ties quite nicely in, I think.
Thanks. Alice?
I'm going to join Fara's team on this with, let's give you a different out of office work question.
I know, these ones are harder.
I don't know what I think you'll pass it. Mine's probably not as...
will pass.
Well, thank
Yeah.
God for that.
Yeah. So right now you're on like
We're
3
not-
out of 5 points.
I think it would be like, mine would be a lot easier than yours.
Okay.
Just because I would pick anywhere. But if you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live?
Forever, or is this
Forever.
Oh, I'd go back home. Go back home. If I could, and if I could take what we have and how the UK as a country is, and I could have that in South Africa in beautiful weather. Come on,
True, that is
come on.
true.
Abandon us.
No, like
I know, yeah. Like, you don't have to ask us twice.
you know what I
You
mean?
can come, you can go.
You know, like beautiful weather. You got the beach, you have the sea, you have the mountain, incredible wine, and like the culture is a lot more friendlier than the London culture. Like not like when I go to Manchester, everyone wants to talk to you and chat to you, and I love that. But London,
No one
like
wants to talk,
no one wants to
no.
talk, and it's very isolated. And I also find here like everyone groups you. So like you're my uni friends, you're my work, you're
Yeah.
my school. Where like in South Africa, it's not really like we still have a bit of that, but there's a lot more integration in that
Yeah.
sense. So. And my family's there. So if I could have everything I have here,
Yep.
but have better weather, have the sea right on my doorstep, have the mountain and have the vineyards.
Why not?
I
Why
can't
not?
decide whether you're selling it to yourself or us. Right now, I'm ready to move. Like,
Hey,
I've already got a case. Like,
there
we'll
you
just
go.
take that with us.
the
Like,
future of On Verve. What's the growth?
BSA.
Yeah.
The only challenge is there's not as many opportunities for the company there. So like we would need all of what we have.
And yeah,
So yeah, I just want to live there just so I can have the sea, the weather,
that's not a bad thing.
and the people and the good food. Oh my gosh.
and the wine,
Food
the wine,
and the cheap steak and the what? Oh,
anyway, Gabbie.
She's selling it. So I'm going to be controversial. I wouldn't. I'd live in London. So slagging London off. Thank you very much. I'm a Londoner, and I
always know
love
how to
it.
make friends.
Well done for making friends. No, I'd stay in London. I love to travel. So for me, I don't see myself living anywhere else. Like, and hence the reason I asked that, is this for a period of time? Like, for instance, I'd move to Dubai for a year because I love the sun, I love the culture, but I could never live there.
There, yeah.
But for me, like, I will always come back home. London's my home. I don't see myself living outside of London. Even like Manchester, maybe when I'm a little bit older. Nah, like for me, it's got everything.
You're a London girl.
I'm a London girl.
You're
It's
an
got the
East London. Let's be
culture. I'm an
specific.
East London girl.
You're in Southwest, are you?
You won't see me the south of the river. I'm an East London girl.
Do you know what though? It's very interesting because you both actually said the same thing.
Yeah.
That you would go home.
Yeah,
Like,
it's true.
heart is where the home is.
Yeah.
Like, and that is literally what you both said. Unfortunately, you know, Bianca's
just
has
sunny.
sun and beach. However, you know,
its perks as
yeah, I'm
well.
sure. I'm sure it does.
Depends like what
Yeah.
mood it's in on the day,
Oh,
but
London in the summer.
Yeah.
Give me that
Yeah.
forever.
But then at the same time, now that you said, well, because I love travel, I was like, actually, I probably wouldn't want to because travel like sways me so much more. Now I'm like, oh, I'll come back. I'd live in the UK
But
again
also,
because South Africa is
Europe-
12 hours anywhere, minimum.
Exactly.
Minimum.
You've got Europe, like you can fly anywhere. Well, not anywhere, but
Yeah.
in Europe, an hour you're in Amsterdam, 2 hours you're in Spain, and I'm just like, why would I give that up?
And I feel like the best
good
thing
point.
about like being in the UK is when you go on holiday and when you go traveling, you appreciate it so much more. Because
Yeah.
you don't get it here all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Like if you lived in, I mean, this is just my preference, but like if I lived in a really sunny country, would I appreciate going to another sunny country half as much as what I do now?
Yeah, you
Like getting out of rainy
That's
Manchester
it. You do.
and like
Yeah.
You do. Because it's like going from South Africa, then going to Europe. It's so different. The culture, like the architecture
Everything.
is like completely like, because you have to remember South Africa is younger than Europe. So like everything's very modern. And yes, there's some old Dutch influence and stuff like that. But then like there's nothing like the, you know, chapels and the cathedrals
Yeah.
and like the,
It's got the history.
yeah, there's like a
Yeah.
different feel, and nothing beats, as an Italian, nothing beats the pasta. Love
Yeah.
of good food.
well, it's safe to say that you can see why you work well together because for as much as you're both
so different.
very, very similar answers, they was also very, very different. So you can definitely see
Testament
why.
to that.
But no, well, thank you for letting us grill you just
No
a little
problem.
bit.
Thank you very
That
much.
was fun, actually.
Yeah, I like that. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you for listening to the Modern Approach to Customer Experience podcast. Please make sure to subscribe, follow us, and share on social media. We would love to hear your thoughts and your favorite takeaways from today's show. For more information, visit www.on-verve.com or find us on LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram, either at on_verve or we are on Verve. Until next time.